Hey there, ladies and gentlemen. This is What Do We Know podcast. And we're going to give you a little bit of recap of what we're going to be doing for y'all. Football-wise, that is. We got all the big hits. And we're also got coming for you. Oh yeah, dude, there's more. More than just big hits. We've also got all the big runs. I know that sometimes some of you have big runs and you got to call into work for stuff like that. It's not fun, but this is fun. There's a little bit more for y'all coming in. There's all the big catches too. And if you're watching the YouTube video, you'll be able to tell that me and my three brothers, we're all big catches. But last but not least, there's some hype behind it. And this is What Do We Know podcast. Football at its best.
Recording in progress.
What's up?
Hello. How is everybody?
Gabe is still walking.
Not very good today.
It's still, you know what? Gabe walking like that is still better than what was happening in the last episode.
Yeah, look at that lighting he's got on his face. Jeez Louise.
Fantastic.
You like that?
My man is golden.
Wait, Matt, why did you say not today?
Great.
Because
Today?
Good morning stole our sunglasses, bruh.
Yeah. What is
didn't notice
that?
that.
Hey, Nate Burleson,
My
I'm
man
calling
is
you
golden,
out.
bruh.
you stole
Piss me off.
our look and put it on your show.
We have been recording with sunglasses on for months now.
4v4
And then all of a
fight.
sudden,
I like
I
it. 4
turn
4 5.
on
I
Good
got the
Morning
one.
4v4 fight.
and they've all got sunglasses on.
I want Nate Burleson.
I took my sunglasses off because of y'all.
Not really. I don't really want to fight Nate Burleson, man. I'm good. Just
No.
take off my sunglasses or else. I'll figure something out. Like, we'll get there when we get there. When Nate Burleson, dude, if you don't take off my sunglasses, we're gonna have you as a guest on our show.
Hey, you don't want that. It would get low views.
Don't want
Yeah,
that.
bro.
I mean,
We want
would.
that, but
we would like it. We might get like double our views, which is like 30.
So,
We'll get
Yeah,
30
that'd be
views.
pretty cool.
so guys, I want
climbing
to.
the charts. All right, Josh, you said you want to talk about some stuff with week one.
Well,
We're going to start off with
wait,
a
Matt
week one
said,
recap.
guys, I wanna
Matt was going to say the same thing I just said, but I said it faster.
No,
right,
I was
well,
gonna
that's,
say, what about my
What?
boy Herbert getting his first win ever on the first week of the NFL?
Go Chargers.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Go
Yes, sir.
Chargers, bro.
Yes.
The boys.
I do.
Um,
That
real
game
quick,
does
though.
sting, though, because,
Hey.
Patrick getting injured. You hate to see that.
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, I agree with you. But real quick,
he never
you
won.
know, before it gets brought up later, I'm just gonna throw it out there. Yeah, I was wrong about the Giants.
Oh, it's getting brought up later because
Oh,
we
no,
did notice something really cool.
Actually,
We're head first.
what Matt just said can go into so many different directions, man.
Let's go
Herbert
that direction
changed a
with
lot of things for us. So, like, fun facts is like completely unplanned. My out of nowhere team and Matt's out of nowhere team play each other, and Ben's out of nowhere team and Gabe's out of nowhere team played each other.
Week one. We did not plan
Yeah,
that.
week one,
But
dude.
how
We
awesome
did not
was that?
plan that. And so Matt basically blows up my argument right out the gate because I'm like, Washington will beat the Chargers, and I'm the only one that said Herbert doesn't win his opener. So joke's on me. Washington is in the drain. Matt is on the rise, but I'm coming for you. And yeah, Gabe, your Giants got torched, Gabe. Kenny
Giants
was
look
the
bad.
man in Denver.
Your boys got
Giants
beat.
look bad, man.
In other
They
news,
got dookied on.
yo,
Like, they got so slacked.
so like,
Wait, Saquon Barkley had barely 2 yards a carry,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Yeah.
not
So
good.
Saquon Barkley, no Saquon Barkley. I told you.
Didn't look the best. Anyway,
I've got it right here. 2.6 yards average. 10 carries for 26 yards.
you know, I love Teddy Bridgewater, so I wasn't mad about that. I knew my little rant was a little emotional. It came on kind of strong. So I was ready for this. I was prepared. And I love me some Teddy B. He went off. So go Broncos. I'm proud of it. Still waiting for the Giants to do something, but not too much faith anymore.
I still have some solid
They look
faith
bad,
in Washington,
bro.
honestly. I
It
do
looks
have
pretty
solid
bad.
faith in Washington. Heineke made a good comeback.
I
against the
was about to
Chargers
say,
today.
Washington can make a bounce
I
back.
keep
There's
faith in
also a
Washington.
lot.
Did a good comeback against the Chargers.
Okay, well,
think-
also while we're on Washington and comebacks, there's a lot of rumors floating around with Fitzmagic going down of a Ron Rivera Cam Newton reunion.
I'm not even gonna.
Oh.
Cam,
Get vaccinated, Bubba.
yeah,
Just
That's,
saying.
that's facts, actually.
do it. But he would.
In
be
order to have a
fantastic
job,
in
you
Washington,
gotta go get that needle in your skin.
Wait, he'd be what, Josh?
he would be fantastic in Washington. Right
Would he
now.
though? I mean, we haven't seen
Yes.
the same Cam in a few years now. I
don't
think
know.
Washington's a good fit for him. I think Ron Rivera's the ideal place for him to go.
I don't.
But has he had his time?
I don't
think it'd be cool to see.
that Cam is fantastic starter in Washington. Don't pay him starter QB money. Pay him back. Pay him backup QB money. Pay him, I guess, what Ryan Fitzpatrick was for a little minute, where he's just kind of being passed around as needed. And let Heineke start. And Cam is a great player to have on your team to be like, haha, we have this weapon too. Just put him in, throw it to him. Put him in as like
Yeah,
it's a
feel
wildcat
that.
almost. Give him the option to throw it.
Taysom
Cam
Hill.
Newton is a weapon, man. Put it, yeah. Taysom Hill, Cam Newton, yeah. Hell yeah, I would take some Hill, Cam Newton. But I
would
was
say some
thinking-
Hill Cam Newton on Washington's team. I mean, I feel like Washington's got enough weapons to where you're not going to put Cam Newton in at tight end or running back.
On the
Well,
topic
but
of Washington,
you got
let's
Logan
talk about
Thomas
the
for
catch
that.
of the week, though. Speaking of weapons, fucking Scary Terry.
Bruh.
Bro,
Oh,
Terry
that
was
was
born with
incredible.
that little.
what?
What?
A catch,
That was incredible.
man.
Now, Nazir Adderley should have intercepted that ball.
Oh no, most definitely. But
yeah.
that's why the
Oh,
catch is so
yeah.
impressive.
That's what
yeah.
made the catch better. Yes, that's
Yeah.
what I was going to say.
Yeah,
I mean, to adjust
made
like
the
that
perfect
and catch it
adjustment.
as it's going through someone else's arms. Yeah, that was incredible.
So I hear you on that weapons part, but also, can it ever hurt to have more?
No,
Yeah,
it can't.
I don't-
and
I
you-
would-
I would. What I meant by don't Taysom Hill him is I'd run special quarterback packages with him.
Like
know.
the Niners?
Yeah, kind of like the Niners do, kind of like the Bears did with Justin Fields. But I wouldn't be putting him out at tight end or a receiver, like the Saints
Well,
do with
yeah,
Taysom Hill.
no,
I
you
would,
don't need to
I
do
would
that, but I'd
Taysom
put him
Hill,
at
Cam
fullback.
Newton on any team. I would Taysom Hill, Cam Newton on any team.
Me too. But yeah, wear number one and be everywhere.
Be
Want to play,
everywhere.
want to play some defense? Play
Dude,
defense.
I
Dude,
love
I would
seeing
let him
the
play
low
some
numbers
defense.
everywhere on the field.
I'd let him play some
That-
defense, bro.
It looks awesome. The numbers
and
do
just
look
like-
awesome.
A broad, all around week one, phenomenal games. All of them. Like,
We had 2 overtime wins
Well,
I'm
in week
dude,
so
one.
let's-
excited for the rest of this football
Okay.
season.
So everyone's excited team for that we said all the way back in episode 1, like who is our excited teams. We all had a win except for Ben, but even the Cowboys was the one Ben said he was excited for. And that was still such a positive loss. That was
Yeah.
such a positive loss, man. Can we talk about Dallas
To,
coming
to
in against the
lose,
Super
to
Bowl
lose
champs like
by
that?
2
Dude.
with no time left on the clock to
And
the
a
exact
kicker.
same team that won the Super
And
Bowl.
a kicker that
Kicker
leaves
that really-
7 points off the board.
The
Like,
Cowboys did sign a Canadian kicker to their practice squad yesterday.
Hey.
So I'd be watching out.
Let's
If
be
I-
honest. So, like,
Good idea.
yeah, the kicker screwed up, but the other screw up was only given, let's not put the ball on the ground, basically. Like,
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
not
that
run
was
the
bad.
football this game. Like,
Yeah, they
I
never
do
really
agree
got
with
that
that.
going.
They never.
without a
they never
solid run
tried to
game,
get
Got
the-
got to put a defense on the hills, dude.
solid offense.
Yeah, that's scary.
There's
They
two field goals
really
attempts.
didn't do
Those
that.
are 3 dropped passes in the red zone. You hand the football off.
Yep.
I don't even think that it was Zeke's fault necessarily. He
Okay,
didn't
okay,
touch the
no, it
ball
wasn't
really, did
Zeke's
he?
fault. It actually, I did read this stat. It was Dak's fault. Kellen Moore came forward and said he called 28 run plays, and Zach audibled it out of the run at least 12 times.
Well, who
And
you
Dak,
trust
Dak
there?
acknowledged it. No. Dak acknowledged it.
Yeah.
That Dak was which
What,
playing
was
Tampa's
he
front seven.
scared to run against Tampa's front seven? That's
playing
weak.
Tampa's front
though.
seven, missing Zach Martin. There were some variables.
It's
let's
true,
face it.
It
but
doesn't
let's face
matter
it.
though.
you
doesn't matter.
You
You
got to
have to
give a
run the ball.
defense something. You
I
can't
still
keep doing
say
the
you
same
have to.
thing.
I agree.
Yeah.
I'm not, but I'm saying no. That
You
wasn't.
can't
That
play
wasn't Zeke's
afraid.
fault. That wasn't.
That's a
Ooh.
Prescott issue.
That was.
Yeah.
You can't play afraid.
So yeah, great week ones. The Cowboys showed out pretty well. Like most of us assumed they would. It'd be a good game.
Hey, y'all want to know what we
Um,
all got completely wrong? The Texans. Tyrod
Yeah.
Hold
Taylor.
on. All the way back in episode 1, y'all said Texans as worst team, and I said the Jaguars, and y'all were all like, the Jaguars are really going to be the worst, and I'm like, they look awful, and
In the
then y'all
power
convinced
rankings,
me
they're the
out of
worst.
it
And
because they had the first overall pick.
I would just like to say, Ben, but Josh has a point there. I don't know what I said on this podcast, but in my money pool games, I did put it on the Texans. So I was correct about that. Just gonna throw that one out there.
Tyrod Taylor, 21 of
Well,
33.
see, I didn't know who they
291
had,
yards,
Tyrod
2
Taylor. As soon as I
touchdowns,
saw
We all
Tyrod,
said
I
that,
was like,
4
too.
carries for
Ooh.
40 yards. Yeah,
That's
that
a
was.
dub. That's a dub.
Now,
They
we
got
all
Tyrod,
did
that's
say-
a dub.
We all said the Texans would be the worst team before they even signed Tyrod.
Oh, we definitely said that. Yep. But we also said because Deshaun Watson ain't gonna be doing booty hole, and I didn't even think.
Well,
about
That's
Tyrod
about
Taylor
all he
being
was
there.
trying to do.
I would say, he's not doing
I
booty
blame
hole
Urban
because
Meyer.
he's trying to do booty hole, but it's gonna get him to do some booty hole.
Okay. Anyway,
I don't know why. Honestly, it's really asinine for anybody to expect anything more from a first-year coach out of college and a first-year quarterback out of college.
Yeah, besides, it's not Justin Fields back there, so you're gonna throw 3 picks in one game.
Dude, I just think it's
Jesus.
hilarious that honestly,
I'd just like to say that,
That
people
they
called
lost.
us stupid. I think Fields would have won the game.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why
That's-
I blame
Granted-
Urban Meyer.
That's
Granted,
an
he
Urban
didn't-
Meyer.
he
Look,
didn't-
If you
We
go
didn't
back
get
and look at
Chief
the
Fields,
stats,
so we can't argue it yet. But when he does take over the starting spot, he's still going to do better than Lawrence.
Urban Meyer needs to be careful because I didn't realize because I didn't get to watch the game. They actually Joe Burrowed him bad.
I was about to say Bird.
14, 16 run attempts and 51 pass attempts.
Ciao, y'all.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. They're
He
gonna
Yeah,
run
threw,
it.
he threw for
sucks.
332 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions. That's gonna
That's
happen.
Joe Burrow. last
Keeping on-
season. They'll
Yeah,
keep
but-
on the
him
Joe Burrow
hurt.
train, for
And
the
they also
first-
got rid of Garner Minshew.
dude. Okay, so right. The Bengals
Right,
finally did Joe Burrow right. Let me tell you, to see him throw
Yes.
like 23 passes and Joe Mixon get
20 of
150
27.
rushing
They
yards,
say leading the
Yeah.
NFL now.
like
Completely
oh my gosh.
unexpected. I did not see that coming from Cincinnati.
That was
I'm
Cincinnati.
impressed.
Beautiful. I was
Cincinnati
so
came
happy
out.
with them.
Cincinnati came out with a completely revamped game plan from last year, and it worked.
And it
was
worked.
Good. It was good. I thought Minnesota
And
was
Jamar
about to
Chase
wax
had
that
stickum
ass.
on his hands. It was great.
Yeah, he did.
No, Jamar Chase. I'm telling y'all,
No.
they put a white ring on the inside of his visor, and it
No.
acted like a targeting system.
No, they used
He's like,
they
there's a
used Jamar
strike.
Chase that game. They used him that game like LSU used him because I feel in the preseason was Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
He didn't play in the preseason, right?
Yeah, he did. He threw those in
Okay, a little
to
bit.
Jamar, but they
Okay.
weren't his fault.
No,
I
yeah.
feel like no, they
Those
were
were great
they were
passes.
his, but they were all check down passes that he dropped. And at LSU, he didn't do any check downs. He was burning everybody. And I feel like in this Cincinnati game, they just long balled him the whole game.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Well, they
it's true.
really
That's
did.
really
That's,
how
that's
you
what
use Jamar
that's what I'm
Chase.
saying. They came
he's your
out
long
and
baller.
they used everyone correctly.
Yeah,
You know,
it was
Wilson
good.
was a
Right
workhorse
side.
running back. Burrow was doing what Burrow does best. Jamar Chase was your deep ball. Then you had T. Higgins and
T. Higgins as your red zone threat.
yeah, they
Dude,
I love
used
seeing
and I
everyone
do
the
like
way they
T.
needed to be run.
Higgins.
I love
I
seeing
do
the
like
Bengals
T.
use all their
Higgins,
weapons
man.
correctly. Made me very
Yes.
happy.
Very good job for the Bengals.
Well,
there.
Yeah, no, Bingo's very smart. See how long I can keep it up. But
Yes. See
dude,
if you're
we
alive,
had a
keep it up.
lot. We had a lot of good week ones, man. I was thinking about Gardner Minshew with the Jaguars, and Matt's most excited team coming into the season was he said the Eagles when I went back and did some homework. And man, dude, the Eagles were
The Eagles looked good.
Looking electric.
Looked good.
My man Jalen Hurts and the draft pick that I said, not y'all. Smith went off. Oh yeah, no, it was
Dude.
beautiful. It was beautiful.
Dude, Miles
Seeing-
Sanders.
Yeah, Miles Sanders.
Dude,
looked
Miles
great,
Sanders
man.
ran all
He
over.
looked so good.
Poor Atlanta
Miles Sanders
defense
was
People
all
forget.
over the
People
place.
forget that Miles Sanders is a very productive back, and when a defense has to worry about Jalen Hurts and a dominant receiving core, Miles Sanders can do his thing. Man, he
Yeah.
gets overlooked
Sam-
because it's all been
He got happy
And then
feet, bro.
crap.
He was
Yeah,
That
skirt,
opened
skirt,
up
skirt.
Jalen Hurts more to get like what Jalen Hurts had like
Yeah.
6 carries for 65 yards or
Dude,
something.
he looked.
No, Hurts looked.
7 carries for 62 yards.
And watching him throw a touchdown pass to the Heisman winner.
Devontae
was
Smith,
like,
bro, was beautiful.
oh,
That was great.
this
Yeah,
is
that was a
so
dime, too.
nice.
It was beautiful. Which, speaking of, Tua got to do with Watto as well, so that's pretty
Dude.
dope as well.
Yeah,
Seeing
Miami
Bama to
comes down
Bama and Bama to
takes out
Bama in
New
the same
England.
week, that was awesome, man.
Yeah, and then
And
Bama,
Tua got to beat his backup.
yeah, he got to beat his backup
and
QB.
And then Tua,
Stay my backup.
not only did he get to beat his backup QB, but got to beat his running back as well, Damian
Yeah.
Harris, playing with Matt
Yeah,
Jones.
Dude,
Yeah,
Alabama is the NFL now.
Alabama is taking over, dude.
They've got
Like,
3 different like duos on 3 different
Duo,
teams.
it is
Right,
so
yeah.
honest. I love it, though. Honestly, I really love it. It's awesome to see that. It's fun
Yeah.
to see It's fun to see with LSU. It's fun to see with Burrow and Jamar Chase. It is fun that we see this like happening. I'm loving
Even with
that, man.
coaches like Kingsbury and Kyler, you know, like
Yeah,
it's just fun to
people
see all these
sticking
little connections
together
made.
like that.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's
that's-
getting fun. We were talking
When
about
did
that
like
Sunday
traveling
night, like
in the
becoming
NFL?
becoming
together
a fan
start a
of
thing?
football and watching it is like, yeah, I know we totally screwed that up. But we were
Keep
talking about
going,
that Sunday.
keep
You know how
going.
like becoming a fan of football and studying the game and everything, it's a lot more fun to watch these games because you got background on
I was
players
about to say, it's,
as opposed to just wanting to watch
Yeah.
your team win. All the
it's
time.
weird when you're watching your favorite team and, you know, the rookie running back gets the football and starts running. You're like, go, 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 go. Then you're like, no, what? You know?
Don't score.
Don't score, though.
Yeah,
Fumbled it already,
it's paying
bro.
attention to everything.
yeah.
No, you get excited for everyone, dude. I hate this one team in the NFL, and I love their players, and it hurts so bad to pull for them. But you know, whereas you're like, you become a player fan rather than a team fan.
Yeah,
Right.
you
Yeah.
become a player fan. It's fun.
You have to,
Watching
you
the
know?
duos is my
you
favorite.
really
man.
do have to. Like,
Watching
Well, you
the
can't enjoy the
players
game
travel
anymore.
together
if
is
you're
my
a
favorite.
football
Like
fan,
when,
you have to be a football fan. Yeah, like
yeah. Oh yeah, you're almost biased. I mean, unbiased to the wins. You're like, oh, that was just a good one. Or you really
and
don't
that's what
pull
all of
for
week one
anything.
was.
that's why
this week.
state
Dude.
fans suck.
I found myself like not pulling for anybody until the game was almost over, and then I realized I want this team to win instead of that one. I'd be like,
Yeah.
no, they gotta make that comeback now.
Dude,
But
the
all, like Gabe
Niners
just
and
said,
Lions game,
all of week one, with the exception of a couple games, was like you could
It
wait
was-
till the
it
last
was
5
good,
minutes,
bro.
and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
okay. Now let's pull this win out, guys.
okay,
You know?
okay.
The
All right, now,
49ers and the Detroit
Stop
Lions.
losing so badly.
Watching that game, I'm
Dude.
like, I was
Wow.
enjoying it so much. I was like, the Niners are kicking the crap out of the Lions right now. The entire game, they're just rolling, and I'm like, yeah, this is what I wanted to happen. And as soon as Detroit started actually like gaining hope, I was like, go Lions, go Lions.
Yeah.
I want this to happen.
Dude,
Bandwagon.
Like,
to
TJ
what Gabe was just saying.
Hawkinson, my fantasy football tight end, started throwing up points, dude. Hawkinson went off.
new George Kittle. I don't know, Travis Kelce.
Oh,
To
That's
what
what we
Gabe
were
was
talking
to what
about
Gabe
early.
was just saying. You know the same thing becoming a football fan. You get the reverse aspect of that too. There's some players in the league that you just can't stand.
Oh yeah.
And-
Oh
and
yeah.
you
And
just
you
like-
I
watch
want
it-
him to lose.
You don't know who's hitting him, but yes, hit him. You know.
Yeah, that's it. You're like, hey, to break his legs so that I can pull for them with their backup.
Yeah,
Get him out.
I don't want you to win, but the guy behind you, I'm cool with.
Dude, when Jordan Love came in for Aaron Rodgers, I got pumped. I was like, bro, let's go, baby.
Let Love go. Let
Oh
Love go.
my! Oh my! Oh my!
The
Oh
team
my!
looked
We
like
gotta
they
talk
kinda
about
got
that
too,
too. We
okay?
have
I
to talk about
defend.
that.
We
Okay.
defended you. We
Everybody,
defended you.
Aaron Rodgers is just trying to be Paul Crew. That's all it is. We're not we're not worried about it anymore. He's selling out, going to a new team, eventually, throwing.
I'm just
game.
throwing the
The only
game so I
reason
can get
he
traded.
gave Jameis Winston their playbook. Something
Hey,
happened.
can we talk about
Him and
is
Jameis
Jameis
swapped
Winston gonna
jerseys.
throw 50 touchdown passes this year and win MVP?
Lord.
Dude, that was Aaron Rodgers, not Jameis Winston. Okay, they had jersey
Yeah,
swapped.
he
Jersey
did
swapped.
have like Jameis really didn't have a whole lot of passing yards whenever they first started beating the Packers.
Jameis didn't finish
because
with lots
they
of passing
kept
yards.
getting
Yeah,
the ball.
he had that like
They-
Had
they get it-
148
They kept getting the
passing
ball on.
yeah,
and
and
five
one was a
touchdowns.
70-something yard
And
bomb.
5
huh?
touchdowns.
Like-
Right.
But yeah, they kept getting the ball on their own side of the field.
but they ran all no,
Continuously
they
getting the ball
ran
on the
all
field.
over the pack.
Y'all saw that
That
stat?
Saints
I will say
defense
that was it.
destroyed the
defense.
Packers.
The Saints defense was the most impressive part of that game to me.
The Saints
well, Aaron
defense
Rodgers threw
destroyed the
half as many
Packers.
picks in that one game as he threw all season last year. Like,
Yeah, they
that's
destroyed
absurd.
them.
Not my MVP. Oh man,
Nice. Good
That
one,
was
Matt.
nice. Yeah.
on
Not
it with the
my
quickies
MVP.
today.
I think you're gonna need it.
Yeah,
Shirt
well,
made.
Saints did come out and kind of shut all of us down on our predictions. I'm very impressed.
Yeah,
Oh, dude, super impressed.
I think they shut
waxed.
everybody. I don't think Saints fans were even expecting to win that game at all.
no,
Like, I
they
don't think anybody-
weren't. I made a bet. I made a bet with a friend on it, and as soon as everybody Saints fans started being like, "Oh yeah, no, I didn't think they were gonna win either." Like I'd have taken that same bet.
Why would you have?
I was impressed with New Orleans.
Yeah, me too. Good job. Good job. The good old Nola.
Yep.
You know,
I'll have to.
It was because they were in Jacksonville. Let's be honest. Jameis Phil's back in Florida, and he was like, "Oh, we win here."
Oh my god!
But again, oh right. But again, that was like the Saints had everything going
only
against.
in college.
Oh my God, true, yeah, true.
Yeah, he didn't really win there whenever he was in the NFL. Win all that much, at least.
yeah.
The Saints had everything going against them. Man, okay, we did predict the Chiefs and the Browns being the best game of the week. That was a heck of a game right there, man.
Dude.
Okay.
Uh,
Here's my thing: is as much as I agree with you, I still don't put it as my game of the week. But yes, let's talk about it.
I can't. I say, game of the week. There were so many games
I
of the
think
week,
I know
but
your game.
we were
of the
right
week,
about that.
Gabe. Dude,
Dude.
Cleveland came out aggressive, man. I liked it.
I kinda
They were
liked
it.
so
I
aggressive.
kind of liked it.
Dude, scoring on the Chiefs and then going for two.
I liked it
immediately
a
after,
lot.
Let's go up 8-0. Let's go
Yeah,
up
like, fuck
8-0.
it.
Screw it.
We're gonna
go
put-
big.
Here's the thing: It's not that big of a deal, but Patrick Mahomes has never been down 8-0. That's a little different to be like, what?
That's
They
odd.
went for 2? Why did they do that?
Well,
Like, why am I down 8 now? What is that?
and you could say it didn't work out in their favor because they lost. But
Right.
I mean, let's be face it. Honestly, that was the game plan they had to go with.
That's what I said. But the Chiefs had to score twice to win
You gotta
because of that
right,
2-point
yeah.
conversion.
Right.
You gotta try and
It
rally.
didn't work out in their
win.
favor because it was Patrick Mahomes.
I say because he threw a 70-yard
But-
touchdown bomb in one play after. Yeah.
But that was the right game plan going in against the Chiefs. You need to come out, you need to score first, and you need to score a lot. Because
It was awesome, man.
oh, dude, it was
because
so
they're
exciting.
going to
Well,
You're gonna
score.
have to score
I
30
think-
It got you
think-
pumped for the Browns. So
The
Yeah.
first touchdown of the game was probably my favorite touchdown because you see they hand it one way to Nick Chubb and he piles in from the goal line, and then you back down on the line and hand it in the other way to Kareem Hunt and he piles it in on the goal line. And I felt like I watched 2 touchdowns in a row. I was like, this is
Either one would have
oh
worked,
my
I think.
God. They came out
They both
so
worked.
hard, and Baker looked good.
All game.
I've always been a Baker fan, and I still support it. I think Baker looked good. I think he looks more and more mature every
I think
year.
he looked very
I
good.
enjoy watching Baker.
I've never been a
play on
Baker
the
fan,
Browns.
but after watching that game, it's like, man, he may surprise me this year. He may change my mind. I don't
Yeah.
think he will because I thought the same thing
Browns-
the first year. But
Browns were looking adequate.
Browns were looking about like the Cowboys against the
defense is
Bucs.
a little young, but there's a lot of teams struggling with that right now for some reason. Y'all think about that? There's so many young teams right now. It's weird. I haven't seen that in a
Yeah,
minute.
that's why we're seeing all these duos.
Yeah. But like that's their but you can't really say much about it because who holds the Chiefs even to that low of a score? Like the Chiefs score that many points in every single game. So
That's why their aggressive game plan was the
right.
correct game
Well,
plan.
it'll be
You have
interesting
score
to
over
see in
30
week
points
2.
to beat
I
the
think the
Chiefs.
It'll be
Browns
int-
would have beaten anybody else in week 1.
It'll be interesting to see in week 2 whether
See,
who
I'm
the Chiefs
curious
play,
about-
if
that's a-
they can score that many points on the Chiefs defense, or if it's just the Browns were coming out that strong.
I was about to say,
Yeah.
Like Gabe just said, the Chiefs always put up that many points on everyone's defense. So how bad is the Chiefs defense? Are the Browns offense really just that good right now?
No,
Chiefs
And-
defense is probably pretty bad without Tyrann Matthew back
This is
there.
the
That's what I was saying.
Browns defense.
Yeah,
they
they didn't have Tyrann Matthew.
They were getting
The
slacked
Chiefs
over the
did not
top,
have
dude.
Tyrann Matthew.
And
They
the
also-
Browns are going to
yeah.
run on anybody, so you can't judge
Yeah.
the defense like that. I don't care what your run defense is. Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt, they're going to do something.
Cleveland,
also-
we're
it also
sorry
seemed to
that we're
me-
debunking you right now.
it also seemed to me that the Chiefs defense throughout the game slowly started to. It's like the Browns came out and punched them square in the face, and they were like stunned for 2 quarters almost, and then we're like, okay,
Covered.
and because they did make a few crucial stops for Mahomes and the offense.
I was
to
going to say,
go
no,
ahead and take the lead.
they definitely look better than the Bears COVID.
I mean, they made an
Yeah.
interception to win the game.
Well, see,
You know,
that's where I think the
so-
coaching really came into play. I think that's where Andy Reid has his part is those clutch plays. I think that's just better game planning in the long run, like with the team you have at least.
Oh, yeah, no, you're
That's
high,
what you
you're a
need.
high
You don't
caliber
really-
team, and it showed.
Like the Browns
Yeah.
The Browns'
Yeah, that's a
game
good way
planning
of
on
putting it,
offense
Matt.
played out perfectly exactly how they wanted it to. And then once they ran out of their game plan, they kind of stopped losing as much production as they
It-
had.
It reminded me whenever like you see like LSU go play McNeese or somebody like that, and like that first half or something is like, oh, what the hell is going on? And then you're like, okay, these guys came to play football, and we came out thinking we won the game already. Like
Right.
now we have to
Yeah.
adjust and actually win.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
now
know?
we have to
Yeah, that's
play
a good way
football.
of putting
Right.
it. The Chiefs showed that they're a high caliber team. They're like, oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So I'm intrigued to see what happens to the Browns.
I wanna
I'm
know
not
what
worried
you
about
think-
the Chiefs.
I want to know what you think game of the week was, Gabe.
Dude, I think Monday night was the game of the week.
Monday night was a pretty freaking
Man,
good game of the week.
Ravens and Raiders put on a show for the world.
Okay,
Because
I'm
that-
going to be dead honest. last night with the family and other personal life stuff, we had so much stress and so much going on. I woke up this morning to a notification on my phone saying Raiders beat Ravens in overtime, and I went, "Oh crap! There was a game on last night." Totally forgot.
Nice. Well,
Yo,
So I haven't seen highlights. I haven't seen anything. So
that is
fill me in.
unfortunate, Ben, because I'll tell you what. First of all, not at all what I was expecting. The game started out very
No.
slow, low scoring. Lamar Jackson was shut down.
What Do We Know Football Podcast is proud to announce you can finally have our faces on your clothing. With 2 custom designs currently out, you could sport our original hand-painted thumbnail art or our one-of-a-kind graphic floating heads design. Help support the channel. Go get your apparel today. More designs will be coming soon. For now, wear them proud, people. Go to our Instagram, follow us, and click the link in the bio. It'll take you right to our site. Y'all enjoy. You were saying?
Low scoring game, not much happening. Lamar Jackson got shut down. Raiders defense did a much better job than I was expecting. Things kind of started rolling. Derek Carr pulled some magic out of somewhere.
Whoa.
Anyway,
The
hold
the
Let me
Ravens
back up
went
a
up
bit.
14-0 though.
Raven.
yeah,
right,
with Lamar missing 2 passes and over
Right.
100 yards and a touchdown, they didn't
it
send
started rolling. Lamar had 2 little long dimes.
2 incompletions. He was like
Hollywood
12 for
Brown
14 at one
looked
point, 2
amazing.
touchdowns, 100 and something yards.
Anyway, Raiders come back a little bit. The game was like 24-24 near the end. Ravens kick a field goal with 40 seconds left. Raiders have no timeouts. Kick the ball off. Derek Carr makes like a 30-yard pass out of bounds, something like that. And then like a 20-yard pass inbounds, run up, spike the ball, kick a 54-yarder to tie the
Yeah,
game. Send it into overtime. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. They send it into overtime. Win the toss. Receive the ball. Raiders get the ball. Go down the field. Make this like 50-yard pass. Player runs all the way down. Scores a touchdown. They freak out. They've won the game. Celebrating. Going wild. Psych. He was down on the 1-yard line. Game's not over. Everybody was out on the field already, like celebrating. They had to call them all back off, get on the sidelines. We're going back. They get stuffed 3 and out on the 1-yard line. They had a false start on 2nd down, put them back 5 yards. They kick a field goal. So Ravens get a chance. It didn't work out for the Ravens.
Lamar fumbled it
Lamar fumbled.
Yeah.
Now, super
twice.
story off the side hand here. One of my friends in the fantasy league had Lamar Jackson playing my other friend who had Justin Tucker, the only 2 players on their teams left. And the one with Justin Tucker was already up by 10 points. So when the game ended going into overtime, my friend with Lamar Jackson was up by like 0.6, like barely at all. And then whenever they got the ball back, it was like, well, Lamar Jackson's bound to get points driving down the field, and they have to score a touchdown to win. So they're going for that, not a field goal. Fumbles the ball. He loses the game. He lost 2 points. Fantasy football game over. Justin Tucker ends up beating out Lamar Jackson, and the Ravens lose.
Dude, when I tell you,
As an oof.
I was so into that game last night. It was so good. That game was so wild that I was sitting in a chair watching it, falling asleep, just like but would battle to keep my eyes open because I was exhausted, man, and I was taking everything I had. I was like, I have to continue to watch this game because I need to know how this game ends. It was an incredible game. It is game of the week, Gabe. I think I have to agree with you on that one.
I'm gonna
Also,
have to go
I
back and rewatch highlights and stuff.
Just to make it even more of a game of the week, you had Peyton Manning and Eli Manning clowning around.
Love
throughout
Peyton and
the
Eli,
thing.
man.
I love those guys. It was so fun to watch. The entire game was entertaining.
It's awesome to see them getting to do that too.
Yeah.
I think we've talked about that before already.
Saw Drew
gonna
Brees
enjoy
Sunday
watching it.
morning.
Yeah, man, Breeze is good as a commentator too. I like it. It's fun.
It's
You
fun
can tell
stuff.
he's a rookie
It's
up
weird.
there.
You're right. It's weird to watch. It's weird to watch. You can tell he's kind of uncomfortable. You know,
Yeah.
he's the only one out of all of them that keeps doing this.
I don't know what to do with my hands. What do I do with my hands?
Where is Fico? D?
Dude, can we talk about what happened in that Cardinals and Titans game?
Real quick, then we're gonna move on to our week 2.
Total
picks.
dominance.
Let's do it. But yeah, Cardinals are one to watch out for, man.
That was
I said last year I picked them as like my surprise Super Bowl team. Of course, halfway through the season, I changed my mind about that and said within the next 3 years, and they're looking like it. Like the Arizona Cardinals are looking like a standout.
It was just a well executed football
Chandler
game.
Jones got injured and had 5 sacks.
Yeah, that's
Not
incredible.
only had 5 sacks, but had 5 sacks with Taylor Lewan blocking him.
And he got
Yeah.
injured.
and Taylor Lewan was like I think he's fine though. I think he was just out a couple plays.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
That's
It's
a little bit of a
terrifying.
break to still have 5 sacks.
Dude, the amazement that people on that field had though, like even JJ Watt being like, dude, what is this guy like?
dude.
made
JJ
of?"
Watt had to feel some relief though. You know, after being the only player on the
Yeah.
Texans
What?
defense for
I mean,
such a long time. You know,
He's also not the best anymore.
he's not
He
the
is not
only
the
player
best
on the
anymore.
Texans defense to us, because
fair enough.
we know lots of players. But you know, if you ask someone to name a player on the Texans defense for the past 10 years, they're all going to say JJ Watt.
Half of them would still say JJ Watt.
Texans fans are gonna say Brian Cushing as well.
Yeah, I was gonna say true Texans fans are gonna say Brian Cushing. That was the first one that came to my mind. Brian
Yeah.
Cushing was a cornerstone on that defense when
Brian
him
Cushing
and
was
JJ
a
Watt were
beast.
young.
But JJ Watt, especially that he's not the best anymore, he's getting up there in age, has
And
to have
Whitney
some
Merciless
relief to
has
know he
been
doesn't have to do
faithful
it
for
all
forever.
anymore.
DeAndre Hopkins still looks like the best wide receiver in the league with that
Yep.
toe tap touchdown. Kyler Murray, I've never seen anybody work a scramble in a pocket like him before. That was absolutely absurd.
Not
watching
even on
him
Madden.
beat defenders and then just drop a dime perfectly.
You can't do that on Madden.
Dude, no,
Dude,
it was
You
crazy.
can't
don't
do
have
that
to-
in real life. I don't know how he's doing
The
it.
game glitch. Like
This is Michael Jackson or swerving around everybody. I don't know what is happening, bruh.
it was so entertaining.
He's
It's always
on.
fun to be
He's on roller skates.
He's probably the funnest player in the league to watch.
Yeah, Lamar
Kyler
Jackson,
Murray's going to get him a ring
athletic,
before it's
but-
over with.
Kyler Murray is just too quick, man. He's so quick. Week 2 picks. We go on to those.
Let's just go down the list here. We're moving on to week 2 picks. Week 1 was a blast. I'm hoping for another good one this week. All right, coming up Thursday, we've got the Giants and Washington. So, Gabe, go ahead. What do you think? Now you and Josh just come up. Teams who both lost are about to
let's
play each other.
go.
Yeah, I'm
Let's
swinging
go.
with Washington here. I think their
Yeah.
defense is looking pretty stout.
I'm
That's
gonna
a-
crush your dreams.
That's a W for a W.
That's a
Or-
W for
or-
W. I'm gonna
no
agree.
more.
Yeah, I'm going with Washington too here. Like Gabe said, the defense is stout, and Giants offense obviously proved they don't have what it takes against a stout defense.
If
Aaron
I had
Jones
to
and Joe
guess,
Gibson are going to do enough.
the football team of the 2 football teams is gonna win.
Yes, I would agree with this.
Yeah.
So stupid.
Okay, next.
Pick a name already.
Anyway, Raiders and Steelers right here.
I'm going to go with the Raiders.
I'm going to say Raiders.
Okay. My gut's
think-
telling me Raiders too. My
I
gut's
think
telling
Pitt-
me Raiders.
I think John Gruden's figuring it out a little bit down there.
I think the Steelers beating the Bills was like a fluke and more of the Bills' problem.
Okay, but you can also say that about this Raiders and Ravens game. But I will say that I have more faith in the Raiders beating the Ravens as not a fluke as I do the Steelers beating the Bills as.
Yeah.
Well, not to mention the Steelers kind of like ran away with the game, in the late third, fourth quarter, which it just seemed like the Bills were not. Something was off.
Didn't get going.
There was some bad communication. They had no momentum. The Raiders, like I said, I didn't get to watch the game, but it sounds like they fought tooth and nail to get in there and win.
I'm going. Going Raiders.
One was their first drive of the game.
Dude, we've got 2 unanimous ones right out the gate.
Everyone's going
Washington
and Raiders.
and Las Vegas.
2.
Dos.
2.
Dos. Hey, okay, this is gonna be a good game. Actually, based on last week, this is gonna be a good game. We've got the Eagles playing 49ers.
Ooh.
Eagles.
Ooh. I'm going with the Eagles. I'm going with Philadelphia. Yeah.
Wow.
I'm going with the Eagles too.
Dude,
I like the Philly.
Raheem Mostert out for season.
Raheem
Garoppolo still
Mostert's out for
starting.
season.
And Garoppolo's still starting. So I'm going Eagles.
And I think I like 49ers defense better,
It's their
but
defense.
I think the Eagles showed
Jason Brett tore his ACL. He's also out for season. And
The
no more
Eagles-
Richard Sherman.
the Eagles showed that they can give you too
They
much
have
to worry
weapons.
about. Right. There's
They
too
have
much to worry
weapons.
about for your defense to just go in and dump.
And they have a good O-line.
Mhm.
And their defense coordinator is great. He always has been. They've always had good defense.
I'm gonna go Eagles. Oh.
Fun fact,
Three unanimous.
the starting running back for the 49ers now is
Me.
Elijah Holyfield.
Elijah
Is
Mitchell.
that his last name? Elijah Mitchell from UL.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little Louisiana boy.
And
Okay, Raheem
next
Mostert
team?
had 2 carries for 20 yards and blew his knee out. Actually, chipped cartilage in his knee. That sounds painful. Elijah Mitchell,
I've had
who-
worse.
yeah, he's out of UL, had 19 carries for 104 yards. Like
That's
he came out of nowhere. Yeah. So
Pretty good.
we're all going Eagles here too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Eagles. Yeah.
That's 3 for 3.
Yeah.
This is
Trash.
fun.
yeah.
We're about to go 4 for 4 because I know Tyrod Taylor's a beast, but they're playing the Browns.
I'm going Browns.
Browns.
Yes, I'm going with the Browns as well.
You could be a
Oh,
beast
Browns.
against Jacksonville's
Browns.
Jacksonville's
Yeah.
defense, right?
Matt, I'm like, what were you thinking, Matt?
Browns.
You looked like you were gonna say Houston.
I
and was
thought
like,
he said Tyrod Taylor. I just automatically thought Bills, and I was like, I don't know if I can say that yet. But no, Tyrod Taylor.
Oh man,
Texans.
the Bills are Josh Allen's team now.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Superman.
Browns.
All right, we are 4 for
Cleveland.
4. This is going really quickly.
Whoop whoop.
Okay, Broncos versus Jaguars.
We go with Denver.
I feel like this week's not gonna be as fun as last week.
Yes,
What do you
I
go Denver?
go Denver.
Because Denver is
this
my
seems
out
to
of
be a
nowhere
clear
team.
winner here.
Also, Lawrence,
honestly-
Lawrence, you had a really long non-losing regular season streak, and you just started your losing streak for the first time ever.
9 games long.
Dude, you know though.
I mean, the Broncos defense
He's
is better than
never
the Texans
never
defense.
lost a high school game in regular season. He's never lost a college game in the regular season. Gets to the NFL, lost his first game. Be careful
Against
So-
the Texans.
against the worst team in the NFL.
Second
And
worst.
you
They're the worst.
three picks.
there are
He's
a
three
lot of
different
weird things
players.
that happen in week 1.
Okay,
Cornerback, safety, and a linebacker.
Anyway,
But
Move
also
the
he might
Broncos
Definitely a weird
defense-
week 1.
he might sign. He might
Broncos
sign.
defense. The Broncos defense is way better than the Texans defense.
Yeah,
No
you-
shade at the Texans defense, but the Broncos defense is good.
Yeah, no, that's definitely true. That's a
Trevor
concurrence.
Lawrence is about to play a real
We're-
defense,
we're 5
like
for
a
5.
real NFL defense.
He's got to face Patrick Surtain.
again.
Again.
Um,
What's
So-
the next game?
So yeah, we're all going Broncos there, right? Cool.
Yes, sir.
We got another divisional game here. We got the Saints playing the Panthers.
I'm
Is
going
Sam
with-
Darnold
said
as bad as
Panthers
Aaron
versus
Rodgers?
the
Never thought I'd
Saints.
say that.
Dude. Okay, look, that's what I'll say real quick.
Shoot.
Um,
Go.
Jameis.
Well, it's hard to say because the Panthers' deep backs are insane. I don't think James is going to be able to pass on their deep backs very well, but their run game is what moved them down the field. So, how good is Carolina Panthers' run defense?
Okay.
I got my money on the Saints.
I know it used
We're going
to
back
be
to it.
good,
I know what
but
you're
I'm not
saying,
sure.
Matt.
I'm going with New Orleans here.
I know what you're saying, Matt.
I'm going
but
New Orleans. I'm picking New Orleans, right?
It was New Orleans defense that won the game for him.
Yeah,
Well,
that's why
which
picking
is why I'm
Orleans.
sticking to New Orleans. But I'm
Right.
saying I'm talking about turnover ratio. Depending on how much they try and throw, if they try and bomb it up on their backfield, I don't think it's going to go well for
They're
them.
not going to do that.
Yeah,
they
because
didn't even
Green
throw
Bay
for
didn't-
150 yards against
It's
Green Bay.
the Saints, dude. You don't know what they're going to do. Bridgewater got 5 touchdowns.
They don't have
Sean
Drew
Payton
Brees.
could get cocky.
I mean,
Yeah.
Alvin
That's
Kamara is
true.
something.
Not
That's
Bridgewater. Winston got 5
Winston.
touchdowns. Like,
Right.
but I have my
I'm
money
gonna go
on
with
the
New
Saints.
Orleans.
I have them
Yeah.
being smart, and they're running on Carolina, and I think they win. I think
Yeah, I don't
the
think
defense
he-
holds them, and I think they win.
I'm going to go with the Saints, too. I
Yeah.
think it's going to be a better game than the Saints and the Packers.
I-
Yes,
I
I
agree.
can agree with that. I'll agree
I think the
with that.
Panthers are going to come out with a better game plan, and they're actually going to block for their quarterback, and he's not going to be a brick. I'm done defending Aaron Rodgers, by the way.
That's what I said. I was like, we defended you, dude.
What was that?
Bubba. Gabe, how you feeling, Bubba?
All right,
I-
Josh.
I've already
Shut-
said it. Saints. yeah.
Shot to the ribs
Oh.
right here, Josh. You ready? The Rams, your hype
Yeah.
team, is playing the Colts.
Well, the Rams are gonna beat them though.
Rams. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I know
Rams.
they're going to beat them. I know they're going to beat them. That's why I said
Yeah,
shot
that-
to the ribs.
Well, I mean, I called
At
that
least
the
it's
Colts
the
were gonna
Rams.
lose last week as well. I knew the Seahawks were gonna beat them.
What did Carson Wentz do last week?
Nothing.
Sat on his hands?
No,
Um,
two touchdowns, 200 something yards, I think. You know,
Yeah.
25 of 38.
not terrible,
251
but
yards,
it
two
took him a
touchdowns.
while to get there. I
He's
believe.
not a winner.
No, he's not a winner.
No,
He's
he's
the
not a
opposite
leader.
of that.
He's a loser.
Thank you. Matt said it.
Freak.
Because everyone knows that winners win.
Weirdo.
What the
What am I doing here?
Hey,
I don't belong here.
Tis quite sad.
All right, next we can only do 15 seconds before we get sued.
he
Right,
can only
because y'all
sing
sounded
15
identical.
Right. You know, that was a
Y'all sounded,
perfect match
that's
of that
exactly
song.
what they sound like.
Well, I know. Okay, so that's why we.
That's why we had to quit.
Understand?
Next.
That's
Bills and
7
Dolphins.
for 7. We are in agreement for
Dolphins.
7 for 7.
Oh, Gabe's going Dolphins here. We are in agreement 7-7 here.
Who'd you say?
But now we got Bills and Dolphins. And a hush falls over the
That's
crowd.
such a tough one, man.
It's
And
gonna be the
I'm
Dolphins.
gonna follow suit with Gabe because I don't think the Bills
Miami
looked
jumping
as good as they
fish.
should have, and I thought Miami looked very good. But I think
Ah.
later in the season the Bills will look better and they'll still win the division, and Miami might be a wild card.
I don't know if it takes till later in the season. It
I don't
might
know. It
be
takes
this week.
later. I'm going
The
to
Bills. Yeah, I'm gonna go Bills too.
I'm
I
going
think the
close
Bills are
game.
kicking themselves in the butt.
Bills.
Going. I think this is gonna be a great
Oh,
game.
I think the Bills are pissed after that, dude. They had
Right.
that game easy peasy.
I think the
I think the
They
Bills
know
got
that.
something to prove to themselves.
I think the Bills are pissed, and I think Miami's are just gonna get better and better every week.
Miami they beat New England.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I'm
rookie
gonna go with the
QB is the
Bills.
only thing.
You're switching
I'll
the
go with
Bills.
the Bills. I'm switching. To the Bills. We
Lame.
got a 3-1.
I'm
I'll
s-
switch to the Bills.
I'm sticking Bills, but I think
Going
they each
Bills.
win
Miami's
one.
not gonna
If
lose
the
to
Bills lose again, if they lose to Miami this week, I don't have a whole lot of faith in them for the rest of the season. I'll start picking against them if they lose to Miami this week. I'll be scared.
Miami's taking the division.
Gabe is gonna have us a weekly team that's gonna be the one he decides to say.
Silly bets with Gabriel.
Last Yeah, silly bets with Gabriel. Last week it was the Giants. This week the Dolphins. Let's see if he's correct about this one.
Right. So, moving on.
Let's have
Mac Jones finally
odd
gets
man
his
out.
Mac Jones finally gets his first win, and Zach Wilson
Yeah,
still is
Patriots.
on a garbage team.
Yep.
Patriots.
Yeah.
Patriots.
New England
Patriots.
is gonna beat the Jets. Yes, sir.
Yeah, Jets
Yep.
suck.
Bill
Yeah,
Belichick won't
Jets
let
do
himself lose to the Jets.
Yeah, Sam Darnold was not the Jets'
No,
problem. They had bigger
nobody
issues.
lets themselves lose to the Jets besides the worst team in the NFL, the Jaguars.
Come on, skates, boys.
What
So-
do we have following up New England?
The Bengals and the Bears.
Ooh. I'm gonna say Bengals.
Me too.
I think
if
I have to
Justin
give this to the
Fields was
Bengals.
the
I will
starter, I'd go
say
the other way around.
Andy
but I don't know
Dalton
if
loses.
Andy Dalton's gonna do it.
That's what I'll
There
say.
you go. Yeah, I'll get on board with that. Andy Dalton loses. Either way,
Yep.
even if Justin Fields was a starter, the Bengals still might would win because he wouldn't have the same chemistry with the team that Burrow has with what he has right now.
I completely agree there, but I'm excited. I'd be excited.
Yeah,
I'd
I would love
I'd
to
probably
see
pick
that.
the Bears there just because I have so much faith in Fields. But Andy Dalton loses.
Yeah, I'm picking the Bengals.
Bengals win.
They're pumped up after that first
Even
win.
if Fields gets put in, he won't get put in unless they're down by 14, and I don't think he gets a comeback in his first NFL game.
He's really only going to get used in packages right now. I don't think that the Bears see themselves as a contender. I think the Bears maybe see their season as being tanked, and that's why they're going to use Andy Dalton so that they can get Justin Fields a weapon.
Okay, the Bears are gonna lose next game.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bears are going to lose.
We don't have
They
to
will.
spend much time on this game because the Bucks are playing the Falcons.
Oh, well, Atlanta, bro. Atlanta. I'm glad you said we don't have to spend much time on it because everyone knows the Dirty Birds are coming for Tom Brady.
Bucks win.
Yeah.
Matt Ryan
Too
and
bad,
Tom
so
Brady
sad.
are gonna have a fist fight, and whoever dies first is the team that loses.
The
Tom
Pirates-
Brady's
Okay.
ever gonna
Pirates
win.
I know
make all
exactly
birds
what's going to
and
happen.
bitches.
Okay. Tom Brady isn't going to do anything until he lets Atlanta get up 28-3. And then
he
he's
does
going
it
to
again.
But again,
Matt Ryan will be
is
like,
on the
he's the
sideline
greatest,
just going,
man.
Man, he just keeps on doing it.
He's so cool. I'm like the Walmart brand of him.
that's kind of crazy. You got the Panthers and Saints playing, and the Bucks and Falcons playing the same week.
Yeah, well, the
Two divisional
I
games.
mean, that happens. That happens a lot, though.
I guess it
Division
does.
games wind up stacking on top of each other in certain parts of the season.
Yeah,
who the Dolphins
does.
playing?
the Dolphins are playing the Bills.
The Bills, they kicked off with 2 divisional games in a row.
And the Patriots are playing the Jets.
Yeah,
That's
that's what I'm
another.
saying.
That's true. So that's
Division
another one.
games stack up on top of each other. It happens because, yeah, that's just the way it works. You half of your season against your own division.
That's
Shut
true,
up,
that's
Josh.
true.
Moving on. Next game.
Oh, Gabe's just trying to roll. That's cool though.
You got somewhere to
stuff
be?
do.
It's a
I
rude
do.
boy. All right.
I got stuff
Um,
to do anyways. We got the
I don't
Vikings
have
and the
anywhere to
Cardinals.
be.
Arizona.
Arizona.
Arizona's going to slaughter them. Viking death by birds.
Bye bye.
Yeah.
Little red bird's gonna
Yep,
take
sorry.
another.
Sorry, Patrick Peterson. You about to be embarrassed by your own team.
Yes. Although,
Nuke-
isn't
nuke
he in
on
number
Peterson.
7? How cool is Patrick Peterson in number 7? I like that a lot. It looks dope.
It is cool. I like seeing lots
Cooler
of
than
the
Taysom
players
Hill.
going back.
I would love to see Tyrann Mathieu wear number 7 in the NFL.
I want
Ah,
to see all
yes.
the LSU players that were wearing 7 switch to number 7.
That would be pretty cool.
That would be
There's
really
only
cool.
like 2 in the NFL that are left. There's 3 in the NFL that are left.
We got Leonard Fournette.
right? Leonard Fournette, Tyrann
Patrick
Mathieu, and
Peterson.
Patrick Peterson.
Right. So we need Tyrann Mathieu. Switch to 7.
That would be pretty dope.
Oh, right now they got that cornerback Derek Stingley.
Grant Delpit.
Now, if you cut him,
Oh, yeah.
Delpit.
Great Delpit. He actually had some pretty good plays on defense.
He's good.
He made some solid moves.
Okay.
The Rams did destroy them, but he made some solid
next.
Next.
Seahawks and Titans. Ooh. Ooh.
Seattle.
Seattle looked good. Indy was no
Seattle.
slouch. Indy was no slouch, and Seattle looked good. And in other
Seattle.
news,
Indy's
Tennessee
defense is
got
really
their booty
good.
cheeks beat by the Cardinals.
Bad. All right, there's red marks.
I'm
Next.
going against my Titans this time.
I gotta go Seattle here too.
I'm going Seattle.
Oh yeah.
Have we still only had one disagreement?
But so.
We have.
I'm gonna win that disagreement. Just you wait. Okay, next up,
Cowboys and Chargers.
Cowboys.
Cowboys.
Dallas.
Sorry, Herbert.
Yeah, I'm going
I'm
going
sorry,
Cowboys
Herbert.
here too.
They look
You
too-
lose.
I'm gonna lose to LA.
My biggest concern right here is La'el Collins is not playing
Zach Martin is.
and Joey
Zach Martin
Bosa.
is.
They just need to hand the ball off.
And I think they will. I think if you run the ball away from Joey Bosa, you got a good chance at picking up some yards because there is a hole in that defense.
Yeah, they don't have Ingram anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
so-
also think Dak Prescott can work that Chargers defense. So yeah, I'm going Cowboys there.
I was a little afraid of how much they use Dak, so hopefully they slow that down. He's
Yeah,
coming off.
especially with Joe.
Oh, we
Bosa
all
back
agree
there.
with that. We all agree with that. They do need to work Zeke a little bit more. And there's been so much hype around Zeke this offseason that I kind of want to see him run the ball.
Yeah.
a little bit.
I mean, there's always hype around him.
Okay.
Coming from the Cowboys camp, but anyway, we
I
got
think
two
Dallas
games.
can handle that.
We got 2 games left here. I think Dallas can handle the Chargers. It's going to be a good game and a fun game to watch, but I think they can handle it. All right, we got Chiefs and Ravens. I'm going
Kansas
Chiefs.
City.
Chiefs.
Chiefs here.
Chiefs.
Yep.
I like
Matt.
Chiefs.
Going Chiefs because Peters is out. If Peters wasn't out, Humphrey and Peters would win
Dude.
because
Really?
KC's defense isn't good enough.
You
don't
think
think-
that
but
Marcus
I think
Peters
Chiefs.
I
is
want to
the
see how
defining
I'm not giving
player
up on
between
KC's
Kansas
defense
City
yet.
winning and losing.
How good
You
is
should have
Humphrey,
seen
though?
the other side of Humphrey last night. I mean, I'm
How
pretty sure you did. That's
good
what they
is
picked on.
Humphrey, though? He is
Marcus-
so good.
See, Marcus Peters and Humphrey is a lockdown cornerbacks, and all you have on the Chiefs is their passing game.
There's
passing
only
game.
one.
They don't
cornerback
have a
better
running
than
game,
Humphrey,
and they
that's
don't
Jalen
have a
Ramsey.
defensive game. If you could take away their passing game, they lose.
Well,
But Chiefs win. Chiefs win. I don't think. I think Baltimore's deep backs are too messed up,
So,
and their field keeps tearing people's hamstrings.
so we still only have one disagreement here, as Gabe picking Miami over Buffalo.
Yes.
Dang. Okay, we got one game left, and then we're gonna wrap it up. And I really feel like this is a crappy game to end on. My bad, guys. I just went down the list.
Thanks a lot.
It's the Monday
Thanks,
night
Matt.
game. Which
Well,
actually
thanks a lot,
sucks.
Roger Goodell.
We got
Give
Green
us a
Bay
crappy
versus
game.
Detroit, man.
Detroit.
Yeah.
Detroit.
Detroit.
I'm gonna take Detroit.
Detroit.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna take Detroit too, man. I mean,
Dude.
Green Bay just looked like they were falling apart.
Even
What
Aaron
is
Jones
even
did.
How many
happening
more
with them?
times does Aaron Rodgers have to do that before they actually bench him for Love, and
their
start
on the
Love?
field play looks like their off-season moves, and it's just not good.
That was funny. That was good.
That was nice.
What is? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
I'm
what
gonna
to say
take
about the Packers
Detroit, and I'm
situation,
just
man.
curious to see what happens with the Packers.
Oh, I can
because
say
that's
that. I'm
just-
ready to see some.
Right
lines.
now, I
like a
wouldn't
train
put money
wreck.
on the Packers ever. So why
It
would
looked
I
like a
choose
train
them as
wreck
the
Sunday.
winning team?
Right.
Yeah. I
Cool.
don't
So that's our picks for
think they
next
look
week.
pretty poopy.
Let's see what we go with. We are literally in 100% agreement, except Gabe picked Miami over Buffalo.
Well, that's no fun.
I don't know, man. I'm still on such a sway. with that
Boring.
one.
Although,
I'm
let's
going
be
with
honest.
Buffalo.
Miami's gonna win that game.
They might. They might.
Oh, it's a very high
I
possibility.
wouldn't
I'm
put
not
money on
shocked
it, but
at
being forced to
all.
make a pick, I'm gonna pick Buffalo.
I'll put money on it.
Well, you're not putting money against us because we
$1
just said we won't put money on it.
million dollars.
If Miami loses, you have to shave your mustache.
You know what? I was planning on doing that soon anyway.
Okay.
Should we bet the mustaches, Gabe?
Huh?
Bet the mustaches.
No, I'm not betting my mustache. I said
No.
only if
I'm
Miami
not in this
loses.
bet. I said I would not put.
I'm
any-
so ugly without a mustache. Are you kidding me? I grow facial hair to hide my face.
That's what we should do. Whoever has like the worst amount of picks, that could be our punishment. You have to just
Oh,
clean
you have to
shave your
shave,
entire
clean
body.
shave. Your whole body, your head
entire
too.
body.
My hair won't
I'm
grow back
not.
if I
I
shave.
am not touching my head of hair.
Okay, fine.
I'll save everything else.
You don't have to shave, but your eyebrows gotta go.
Eyebrows and hair. I want.
Okay,
I'm not
okay.
getting
Let's
into any of
do
this.
only eyebrows and facial hair.
I'm not getting into any of this.
Eyebrows and facial hair.
I would rather the tattoo. I would rather the tattoo.
You would rather a tattoo.
Yes, I would rather the tattoo. Yes, okay, thank you. I would rather the tattoo.
I love doing
I
a
am out.
podcast like
I am
this
out
all
on
the
all of
time.
these.
Hey Ben, would you rather the tattoo or to be shaved like a newborn baby?
Yeah,
I'd
Rufus.
rather be
Alright,
shaved
alright.
like a baby. It'll grow
Alright.
back at a week.
Are you
Look at my hair.
serious?
I'm not
Dude,
shaving my
put,
hair.
put some
Okay,
ink in
how
it,
about this?
bro.
How about this then? Ben and Gabe can get shaved if they lose, and me and Matt will get tattoos. if
I'm
we
not
lose.
getting
Got
in any
another
of
idea.
these. I'm not getting in any
another
of the
idea.
bets though.
Let's get
so-
branded.
Wait a moment. I've got another idea. Real
I'll
quick.
get a brand.
Now, one of my friends, I heard this from him. It's called the dehumanization kennel. The loser will get inside
I don't
of
like
a
the sound of
big
this.
kennel. They will be trapped inside this kennel for about 2 minutes, while the other three of us just, throw stuff at them, all kinds of stuff, dehumanize them almost.
That's
And
messed
we'll
up.
video it and put it on our YouTube channel.
That's so messed up.
Eat. Shit, I'd be throwing my poo poo.
Yeah, I'd throw my foot.
We'd
Be
have
like-
to
That's
apply
dehumanizing yourself.
I'd be like poking it with a stick. I'd
Dehumanized,
be like,
bro.
look at that ugly little thing. What the hell is it?
See, that'd be good content for the video.
Oh, look at you little shit. I just want to kill it.
Okay.
All right, so
nobody-
yeah, that's enough. We can't do anything this week
Alright.
anyway. We all picked the same
Loser
stuff.
gets laser eye surgery.
What?
We mean you get laser eyes if you lose? I'm down.
I'm sorry.
Do I have to wear sunglasses all the time like Cyclops, or can I just use them whenever I feel like it?
I don't know. I haven't had the surgery.
Does that make showering tough?
No, it's easy to shave your whole body clean.
I don't think
Like-
so. I
like
think you
Superman
would burn
in
through
the mirror.
yourself.
That's sketchy,
Oh,
Bubba.
Superman laser eyes. I want
Yeah,
those.
yeah.
I'd rather those than Cyclops laser eyes.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can
those
control
those ricocheted.
So anyway, football.
What do we know?
Football's over. It's more about what we know
Nothing.
right now.
We don't know anything other than the fact that y'all should go like, subscribe, and share, and follow, and do all those handy dandy stuff that you do to us that we like so much with our accounts.
Yeah.
They're free.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
It's free.
It's free. We'll make an OnlyFans with the four of us.
Apple?
Hey, loser has to make an OnlyFans account.
Yeah, but do we have to post anything on it?
Your butthole.
You have to post something until you get paid your first $1. One a day until you get your first $1.
Well, I'm already making at least like 17 an hour on my OnlyFans. I need to catch up, boys.
Anyways,
So that's all.
from what do we
know?
No.
That wasn't too
I
bad.
feel like someone's doing it that on purpose.
It's not purpose.
It's
Well,
game.
like last week I did it wrong on purpose, yes.
Jose now.
Yeah.
What do we know?
Yeah.